Time to make a simple celery soup. You don't need measuring cups. You just need some simple ingredients. Fresh celery, an onion, a potato, salt and pepper, and a little bit of sour cream. Nice and easy for any student to handle with help of an adult. Hi everybody, Miss Sydney, a Primrose student, is going to make celery soup today. She's got all her ingredients and we're going to do some massive major movie magic to make it all go poof. Sydney?
We're going to make some soup.
We're back with some movie magic. Everything is cut nice and easy. So we have our hot pot all nice and warm. We're going to add just a smidge of olive oil just to get that bottom base so that nothing sticks. Alright, so now that olive oil is going to warm up real quick here. And we're just going to kind of start tossing stuff in. So we have our onion. I just used a small onion. I'm only going to make this for about 4 people. It's not meant to be a huge dinner. It makes a nice lunch. So I just used a small white onion. So now we're going to throw all that in.
I was going for the onion.
I know. Alright, now that we got our onion cooking in there really nice, I'm going to grab Sydney's spoon here, push it around just a smidge.
Can I push it around just a minute?
Now we're going to add our garlic. You only need a little bit of pre-done up garlic, or you can chop up a couple of fresh cloves.
Can I do a potato?
Alright, so since Miss Sydney wants to add potatoes, we're going to move her real quick. Whoosh! Move her stool over, help her up so that she doesn't touch the hot pot. All good? Alright, so first thing I want you to do, Sydney, is grab a handful
of potato
of that celery. There you go. Toss it in there, but don't touch the pot. Make sure it gets all in there. Don't worry if it sticks to your hand because we'll get it all off in a little bit. So right now we got to put all this celery in our pot.
It's juicy.
It's juicy. Woo!
Ah, I forgot. I was cutting
So all our cuts were pretty what's called uniformed. They're all alike and small, so that they'll blend up really nice. They'll all cook evenly and blend in the end to make our nice, thin soup. Very good. All right, so we got that in. She's going to give it a quick stir because we got our onions and our garlic and everything nice in there. Good job. Keep it once over. Now we're going to toss in our potatoes.
Yum.
Yummy. Sydney's favorite part. So we peeled. Uh-oh.
I'll eat that one.
It's okay. We're not going to use that one.
I'll eat it.
No. Yeah, Sydney. Do not let your children eat raw potato. All right, come on. Throw the last of it in here. Get it all in there. Careful. Hot, hot.
Yeah.
All right, get the last few in there.
Can I eat one?
No, they're raw. All right. Give it a nice, good stir.
Me too.
Okay, and let your child give it a nice good stir. I'm going to put in about 4 cups of chicken broth. I got this. So basically we want enough in there to kind of cover everything. So make it sure it's nice and even. And then we're just going to pour that in there. Some nice chicken stock. Perfect. So it's just covering the top. She's going to give it a little bit more of a stir. Get down in there. There you go. Down in there. Good job. All right. So now we're going to throw in a bay leaf. We only need 1. She's going to toss that in there. Excellent. We're going to use some pepper. Fresh ground pepper. Good. So it just depends on how much you like. All right. Now she's going to throw in a couple of pinches of salt. There's 1 pinch and 1 more pinch for good measure. There we go. Excellent.
Oops.
Careful.
That's
That's okay. We're going to get messy, but we're going to clean it up. All right. So
we're
we're all good. We're going to give it a good, nice cover, and we're going to let it sit and simmer for a little while. So let's take a look close up. Here we go. What do you think, Sydney?
It's
Looking good. So we're going to let that simmer for a little bit, and we'll be back. All right, welcome back. So we spent about 20 minutes. Everything is nice and soft now, so we're going to put it in our blender. This blender can handle hot stuff. I would just put a little bit in at once, not the whole thing. So basically all we did was scoop out of our nice pot, our soup, poured it in, and now we're gonna blend it up. We're gonna blend this little bit, and then we're gonna blend the rest, okay? Here we go. All right, so now that we've blended it all up, we're gonna put it back into the pot, okay? So take it off our blender and pour it all back in. Now if you wanna get a darker green, you can take celery, not celery, other, like a basil or an oregano or some kind of dark leafy, even a spinach, and put it into the cooking process about a minute or so prior to blending it, and it will make it a deeper green if you want to do that. So now that we have it back in our pot, it's still very, very hot, so be careful. And remember, if your blender can't handle hot stuff, let it cool first, blend it, put it back in the pot and get it warm again. Now we're gonna put a little bit of sour cream in there, okay? You can skip the dairy if you don't do dairy. This doesn't have to go in. And then we're just gonna kind of fold it in. So it makes it, gives it a kind of a creamy, the sour cream will give it a little bit more of a denser bite here. There we go. All right. All right. Now we're in a position where we can go ahead and serve it.